everybody be doing it. You know, if it wasn't a hard thing to do, it'd be more people on the list. And there's 2 people on that list in the Big Ten. So I just think that it's a testament to how hard he's working. Obviously, just the testament to the Iowa athletics program and keeping him around. Just seeing that, you know, going with him was the best choice. But we gave him a game ball. Got pretty wet in there. Everybody was, you know, throwing water at him and stuff. So he was pretty excited. You know, he's so humble, so nonchalant. Not the first thing he said was he talked about us and everything we did well that game, and didn't even talk about himself. So that's just who he is.
What felt different about this game? You guys played a complete game for
I mean, we've been on the road for the last month, so just like when you make a play and like the crowd like reacts, as we haven't had that in the last 2 games. And, you know, our crowd travels well. Minnesota was pretty packed. Ohio State was pretty packed. But something about making big plays in Kinnick and the fans get involved, and you know the crowd gets going. And you kind of just it's a natural thing just to feed off that. I don't know if it's a stat, but it's just one of those things.
I feel like YA's field goal block at the end of that first drive really set the tone for the defense.
Definitely. With that being our first drive, to leave the field with no points is great. Obviously, we don't even want them getting down there, so taking the field goal instead of 7 points is good. But if you can block the punt, block the field goal, that's even better. We have a guy like YA up there. Those are realistic plays for us. We think we can have a big impact on those.
Jay, you kind of piggyback on what you were talking about a minute ago about Coach Ferentz winning his 200th game. Did you guys talk about that this week at all?
No, we did not. He didn't bring it up. Our coaching staff didn't bring it up. I think it was one of those things where we didn't want that, to be our main focus and make it bigger than what it is. Obviously, it was inevitable that he was going to get his 200 win. I guess they just didn't want us adding extra pressure. But yeah, I think I had an idea where he was at like the last couple of games and stuff like that, but. Just super excited for him, and to have your 200 as a home game was pretty nice.
Something you'll never forget in your college career.
No, for sure, and give him the game ball. That's something big. I'm sure he's got plenty of game balls from 200 wins that he can pick out from.
It's the halfway mark of the season here. How important was this win to cap the first half?
Yeah, it was really big. Obviously, we had our first loss last week in the Big Ten, so we understood that everything was still on the table for us. Obviously, it was a big response game for us. I think we did a great job. I think we came out start to finish. I like how all 3 phases played together. Special teams, Legion was running out there, offense driving, doing what they do. Defensively, I thought we made some pretty big stops when we needed to. And so it was good to see all 3 phases, play well together.
How big of an impact on the game did the pressure on the quarterback make for you guys?
Yeah, anytime that you have a pocket quarterback who's not in the pocket, you gotta hope that we're doing something right on the back end. I mean, they had talented receivers. I mean, those dudes were about 6'4", 6'5". I'm looking at those dudes warm up. So that capable guys, but if the quarterback's running for his life, probably won't have his eyes down the field. So I just credit our D-line, what they were doing, how they were getting back there in the pass rush. I mean, it's like, the sacks were big. Obviously, those are the stats that everybody, records, but just a guy moving and flinching and, doesn't know where guys are at, leaving the box and getting the ball out as fast as possible. Tip passes as well. I think our D-line did a great job.
Even with Iowa State and Ohio State, I mean, you guys, they're still in front of you. What you guys, like, your goals are kind of still on the table. Just how do you view that and what you guys can kind of accomplish?
Yeah, we're taking it 1 week at a time. We understand every game's important. Every game's a big one, especially in this conference. There's no more easy games. There's no more guaranteed wins in this conference. It's Big Ten play here on out. So we understand that we can't look too far forward. Obviously, can't look behind. But what we can do is try to win every week, one game at a time.
How much more room do you feel like you guys have to grow?
A lot. just some things we clean up. I don't know. I'm just proud of my guys how they competed today. I'm sure Coach Wallace and Coach Parker are going to have some things that we could have done better coming in to watch tomorrow. But just happy. I just want the guys to celebrate this game, this win. We'll get to the cleaning up and improving tomorrow.
How was the celebration in the locker room with Coach?
Yeah, it was pretty nice. He's laid back and casual. Like 200 wins is what everybody's doing out here, but obviously it's not because he's only the second coach to do it. But there's a lot of water in there. They put them in the middle, and we were all jumping and stuff. So I was just making sure nobody stepped on them and bumped them. They get pretty rough in there, especially when the old line's up front. You can get swallowed easily. But yeah, they're just throwing water. Somebody threw water right in my eye. KF was supposed to be the one we're celebrating. But we were super happy for them. We know what it means. We know the significance of 200 wins in today's college football world.
It's full 60 for you guys today. First time maybe this year you don't have to listen to the details of stuff.
It was just great to see all three phases play together. Legion had himself a day. Obviously those guys up there blocking for him. I think we've seen some plays that get called back from holding. I just thought the special teams played so clean today. Offense driving the ball. Caleb's continue to run the ball. I think Kate's doing great with decision making. O-line's protecting. So when you got special teams and offense playing well, it makes it really easy for me just to focus on defense and lead my 11 guys out there.
So the things I've noticed about the Kirk era, and he's been like this the whole time I've covered him, is that every time there's an adverse situation, you guys come through it in good fashion, whether it's a loss like last week or it's maybe ascension that could have been a couple of years ago, or even when you came to campus and all the stuff that you guys were going through. What is it about him that enables you guys to steady yourselves in those adverse situations?
It's definitely his leadership. The team can only go as fast as him. His ability to stay poised, his ability to put the team first, his ability to take all the blame from the media, like he does not care what the media says. He's so nice about it, but he truly only cares about the guys in the locker room. When you got a guy like that, I think you're able to respond. He's not going to freak out. It doesn't matter what the headline is. He's not going to come to the meeting room and read off the headline. He keeps his poise, and we all respond off him. If he's calm and he knows that we need to respond after a bad game or a tough situation, if he's calm and he's collective, we're all going to follow that.
Well, I remember 2 years ago at Ohio State. That seemed a lot worse than last week, because it was like sharks were swirling, but yet one game at a time. The team didn't break up. The team didn't start fighting each other or anything like that. And that very easily could happen, and it's happened on more than half the teams that do that. Is that because kind of when everybody comes in that they follow his example and it kind of helps them?
Yeah, I definitely say, I kind of say it a lot, but it's I feel like we recruit the right type of guys where we just have good guys. And so we just don't have selfish guys in the locker room. And so when you have good guys who understand what a team should look like, and then you also have a good leader, it's easy to to stand together. I just think this team, this program, anytime there's adversity, we only get closer. And that's, I'm just talking from the 5 years I've been here. But anytime there's a problem, we seem to come back. We seem to respond. We seem to handle it in the locker room.
Thank you. First two drives.
Last question.
Yep. First two drives, 4 third down conversions for the Huskies.
Yeah.
After that, 1 for 9 on third downs. What changed for you guys on those third downs? How did you finally get off the field when you wanted to?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't the play call. It was literally just us. It was we were just doing a little bit too much. Guys were just trying to make plays, but we kept it the same. We calmed everybody down on the sideline. We didn't really make any real adjustments. We just played better football. We decided that was on us to get off the field, and I feel like coming out that was our emphasis for sure.
Awesome. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.